Here's just a quick video of the overpass bridge I've been working on. There's the original Rex supports on the left, and the paintbrush concrete support columns, more modern style, on the right side. This green color is what I'll be painting the underside of it. It's like a grayish green that you see on most overpasses. The story behind it basically is a two-lane bridge, which originally went across these supports, widened because of increased traffic in the city, to a three-lane bridge. Using a little bit more modern techniques, they use the support columns. You can see the fence. That was all brass rod. I use the K&S here. K&S looks like 0.02. That's for the horizontal, and the vertical was 1/32. Start out, regular K&S. Get that at my store. I brought that display in actually at my store, a hardware store, for my own benefit, but we've been selling quite a bit of it actually now. Almost forgot these pieces back here. These are those Art Deco support columns that I made. Just a scrap piece of wood. It was actually a piece of wood I actually had from when I was probably 14 or 15. It was originally that long, and I just held on to it for the past 20 years or so, and eventually I'll need it, and by golly, guess what? I finally used it 20 years later. They will go on this side here once the bridge is in position, sort of like that. I think it's just a little different than the ridge ending. I think it kind of looks neat. I like that. On the far side, this side over here, that actually will be at the edge of the layout and just kind of float in space like it goes to a different part of the world. This side, in a week or two ago in the weekly fun postings, this will go into that foam ramp that you saw. Maybe I'll post a picture of that. And each lane will curve, left or right, with another traffic lane going up the ramp that way. If you noticed on this ramp, this lane here is actually dirtier because it's going up, and in my mind, cars work harder when they're going up the slope, and thus the older engines drip more oil and junk out of the engine. That's why these two lanes are a little bit cleaner. Painted in the lines. The arrows were hand painted. These are the markers that I use for the just regular Krylon marker paints. Let's see if we can get that on there. There it is, shortcuts, Krylon pens, paint pens. I had these left over from that Lionel O scale layout that I had posted probably a couple months back. They're left over from the lines. And I used them on mine. I actually cut the tips a little finer, because in O scale it wasn't that critical, but in HO they were a little bit finer. I think they turned out pretty good. Sidewalks. It's a nice color. I'm going to give it a light wash, probably mainly to make the the lines in between stand out a little bit more. Eventually there will be some very light vegetation growing in the cracks and stuff. Not much, but just a little green to pop it. And on these railings, all this stuff was all soldered. I went and got the tool that you find. See if we can lay this out. Not too painfully. This is what you see on a wedding. It's usually white, but I found in Walmart a whole 42 cents worth. Lasts me a lifetime. It's a 1 foot by 3 foot piece. Like it chain link fence out the wazoo with this stuff, and it'll look great. That'll be along the wire fencing. I originally had regular window screening, but the holes are a little bit big, and this one came in a silvery color, and it looks like galvanized fencing. Don't even have to paint it. So go to Wally World and go to the Fabric Center. They had about maybe 10 different colors, actually. The one that I went to here in New Jersey. You know, actually this Friday I should be assembling all this stuff at the club, and of course I'll get videos and pictures of that. See you later.